Q3368. Under which condition will an airship float in the air? A. When buoyant force equals horizontal equilibrium existing between propeller thrust and airship drag. B. When buoyant force is less than the difference between airship weight and the weight of the air volume being displaced. C. When buoyant force equals the difference between airship weight and the weight of the air volume being displaced. The correct answer is C. An airship will float in the air when the buoyant force equals the difference between the airship's weight and the weight of the air volume being displaced. The buoyant force is the upward force exerted on the airship due to the density difference between the surrounding air and the lifting gas inside the airship. For the airship to float, the buoyant force must be equal to the weight of the airship, including its structure, payload, and fuel, minus the weight of the air volume that the airship displaces. Q3369. During flight in an airship, when is vertical equilibrium established? A. When buoyancy is greater than airship weight. B. When buoyancy equals airship weight. C. When buoyancy is less than airship weight. The correct answer is B. Vertical equilibrium in an airship is established when the buoyancy force, which is the upward force generated by the lifting gas, equals the weight of the airship. In this condition, the airship remains at a constant altitude without ascending or descending. The amount of lifting gas and the airship's weight, including its structure, engines, fuel, payload, and ballast, are carefully balanced to achieve vertical equilibrium during flight. Q3370. An airship descending through a steep temperature inversion will A. Show no change in superheat as altitude is lost. B. Show a decrease in superheat as altitude is lost. C. Become progressively lighter, thus becoming increasingly more difficult to drive down. The correct answer is C. When an airship descends through a steep temperature inversion, it encounters warmer air below the inversion layer. This warmer air causes the lifting gas inside the airship to expand, making the airship progressively lighter. As the airship becomes lighter, it becomes increasingly more difficult to drive down due to the reduced density difference between the airship and the surrounding air. Additional ballast may be required to counteract the buoyancy and maintain a controlled descent. Q3371. What is airship superheat? A. A condition of excessive exterior temperature of the envelope. B. The temperature of the lifting gas exceeding the red line. C. The difference between outside air temperature and the temperature inside the envelope. The correct answer is C. Airship superheat refers to the difference between the outside air temperature and the temperature inside the envelope of the airship. It is a measure of how much the temperature inside the envelope exceeds the ambient temperature outside. This superheat is necessary to compensate for the cooling effect of the lifting gas and maintain the desired buoyancy of the airship. Q3372. In relation to the operation of an airship, what is the definition of aerostatics? A. The gravitational factors involving equilibrium of a body freely suspended in the atmosphere. B. The science of the dynamics involved in the expansion and contraction of hydrogen gas. C. The expansion and contraction of the lifting gas helium. The correct answer is A. Aerostatics refers to the branch of physics that deals with the equilibrium of bodies freely suspended in the atmosphere. It involves understanding the gravitational forces and the balance of forces acting on an airship to achieve stability and maintain its position in the air.